The Danieli spooler for rolled bars and flats in coils is the product of continuous technological research and Danieli's outstanding engineering know-how in the steelmaking sector. This know-how is aimed at reducing production time and cost and at achieving a high-quality end product with higher added value. This innovative machine for the finishing of bars and flats in coils is located directly downline from the rolling mill and can be easily installed in existing plants. The typical layout consists of two coil forming lines which operate alternatively, thus enabling continuous operation of the rolling mill. Each coil forming line comprises a braking pinch roll, a laying device, a coiling mandrel, a coil extractor, a coil binding and a transfer line to the storage area. The spooler is designed for producing stable and compact coils with the maximum filling factor and a high coiling speed, 35 meters per second or 110 tons per hour. Two hydraulically powered devices are positioned on the spooler mandrel to guide the material while it is hooked. When the rolled stock is hooked and the first turns are properly aligned on the mandrel, the two devices move out to the original position. The coiling process then starts. A laying device moves horizontally and guides the wire to ensure the accuracy of coiling processes. When the coiling process is completed, a manipulator automatically removes the coil from the mandrel and puts it on a transfer table. Now the coil is tied and then stored. During the removal and transfer sequence, the coiling operation continues on the second unit. The advantages gained with the Danieli spooler for bars and flats are increase of coiling speed from 20 meters per second, typical of conventional coiling systems, up to 35 meters per second. This considerably improves the spooler output, while at the same time enabling several materials to be handled, regardless of their being treated inline or otherwise. Extremely compact coils of a reduced height and greater weight. These factors facilitate handling, transport and storage. Coils are achieved directly from hot rolling, thus eliminating any cold recoiling. There is no twisting involved, and this, together with coil compactness and rational winding, enables a greater decoiling speed during subsequent cold processing. The coiling speed varies from 2 meters per second for rounds of 52 millimeter diameter up to 35 meters per second for rounds of 8 to 12 millimeter diameter. The output of a typical plant with two coiling lines reaches 110 tons per hour in handling rounds of 12 to 42 millimeter diameter. Compared with Garrett coilers, the filling factor is much greater in handling both ribbed and smooth rounds, flats, squares and hexagons. The spooler coil is much lower and heavier compared to a conventional Garrett coil. A spooler coil is 800 millimeters high, and its diameter ranges from 1020 to 1350 millimeters, depending on weight, which can vary from 1000 to 3500 kilograms. Thanks to the very high process standards, the reduction in processing time and cost, as well as to easier handling, the Danieli spooler represents an unparalleled advance in the field of steel rolling technology.
Commercial Metals Company is the first U.S. steel manufacturer to offer hot-rolled, spooled rebar to the U.S. market. Produced at our steel micromills in Durant, Oklahoma and Mesa, Arizona, spooled rebar takes the concept of coiled rebar to the next level, solving many of the challenges of coiled rebar. Hot-rolled spooled rebar is guided directly from the rolling mill onto precision spooling equipment that feeds the material in even, consistent rows. Spooled rebar is produced in 1.5-ton up to 5-ton spools, with 3.5-ton standard fitting on all existing equipment, allowing fabricators to choose the size that best suits their shop's capabilities. Compact, stable spools are easily transported by truck or rail car and are loaded and unloaded eye to the sky, which allows for safer storage of material in a smaller footprint. Spools are not banded under pressure, which improves safety when loading machines. Once the spool is properly loaded on the auto bending machine, simply cut the bands and the material is ready to go. The smooth, consistent unwinding of rebar keeps the material from tangling and reduces wear and tear on bending equipment. Twist-free spooled rebar allows for dual stranding of rebar on bending machines, increasing productivity and delivering consistent ties every time with no twist, which means less working the material, fewer rejects and less waste, perfect for precasters and fabricators. The material holds its shape and delivers perfect spiral every time. Spooled rebar allows for ease of straightening at higher speeds, quickly transforming from a compact spool into pieces of straight rebar, cut to the perfect length for the project with zero waste. Spooled rebar is truly revolutionizing how today's fabricator and precaster operates, minimizing your waste, improving your safety, and optimizing your inventory.
And operates around the world, specializes in the production of steel for the construction industry. Its product portfolio includes square billets, deformed bars, processed rebars, and bar rebar in compact coils. With the delivery of the new VCC line, which was supplied by SMS Group and is used to produce rebars, Taehang can boast a highly productive and cost-efficient plant. For a specialist producer like Taehang, the VCC line is an investment-friendly solution. The special coiling method used by the Vertical Compact Coiler, VCC for short, is what gives the bar mill its name. Here, the bars are wound directly vertically to form tight coils, weighing up to 2.1 metric tons. In this form, the rebars are ideally prepared for onward transportation and further processing. A square with an edge length of up to 155 millimeters is taken out of the furnace. The initial pass takes place in the 8+6 stand H&V mill, where the billets are rolled into round feeders. The electrical and automation systems, also supplied by SMS Group, ensure that the rolling process is controlled fully automatically and that quality is monitored throughout. While the processes are being clearly visualized at the control station, the complex signals and controls are being processed in the background. The next step in the process is the 8-pass finishing block, where the rebars are given their finished dimensions, with diameters ranging from 10 to 20 millimeters. The highly flexible quenching and tempering line up to 14 bar water pressure and soft cooling up to 6 bar is where the rebars acquire their desired material properties. This long section is used to set the material's microstructure according to precisely defined quenching and tempering strategies. This saves time and cost-intensive post-treatment of the rebars to achieve a specific tensile strength and yield point. A high-speed shear performs head and tail cut to the finished bar at up to 35 meters per second with a newly developed high-speed brushless diverter before being coiled. The rebars are then conveyed into both VCC vertical compact coilers. The status is displayed on the control station in real time, and control monitors are used to assist the operator. The high-performance plant can attain output levels of up to 70 metric tons per hour. That's 450,000 tons a year that need to be coiled by both VCCs. The coils with compact windings are wound over the vertical mandrel in no time. The containing rolls stabilize the coil. This is followed by the coil extraction process. For this, the coils are lifted out from above by a tong crane. The safety roof closes for the next coiling procedure. The coil is strapped 4 times. The next finished coil arrives while the other is taken away. The crane works non-stop, taking the securely wound coils in turns out of the vertical compact coiler. In contrast to horizontal coiling stations, in the VCC, the coils are already correctly aligned, so an additional tilting manipulator is not required. This saves not only costs, but valuable time too. The perfectly wound coils are unloaded fully automatically and transported onwards via a chain transfer system. A crane lifts the finished products off the chain transfer. From here, they are either transported onwards or taken to the storage facility. The 5 key advantages of the VCC are: vertical extraction from the top, No second support needed. Coil already in final position. Less equipment. Simple foundations, almost flat. Reduced investment and maintenance costs. Existing bar mills can also be retrofitted with this attractive coiling technology from SMS Group. With its VCC line, Tehan Steel is able to produce rebars at maximum cost efficiency and deliver them to further processing companies in ideal compact form. This is also good news for Tehan's customers as they gain productivity advantages by processing their products straight from the coil.